Okay, Perek off. Perek Ches, Mishnah off. Hachol v'chaver chayav lav mishum chamisha dvarim. Somebody who causes injury to his fellow, you're responsible for 5 different things. Nezek, betzar, beripe, b'shavas, u'boshes. For the damages, for the pain, for the healing, for the loss of work, and for embarrassment. The nezek ketzad, now we're going to go through them all 5 of them. How does that work in regards to damage? Simeas Eno, he blinded his eye. Kitas Yado, he cut off his hand. Shiberes Raglo, broke his foot. Ronos Ilu hu Eved, Nimkar Bashuk. You look at him as if he would be a slave, would be sold in the marketplace. Vishaman Kamahu Yafa, Kamahu Yafa. How much was he worth, and how much is he worth now? And that's what's called nezek. That's the damage difference. Okay, so that's damages. Tsar, in regards to pain. So kvo b'shvud or b'masber, he burnt him with a spit or with a nail. Afilo al tziporno makam sheino osa chavura, even if it's on his nail, it's a place where he's not going to have any like real permanent no wound. Omdim kama adam kevutzi b'zerot lito lios mitzdarakach. We see how much would a person be willing to take, how much would he be willing to pay not to have to have such a pain? And then you pay that.
I think it's how much you wanting to take to have such a thing, no?
That's what the literal meaning is, but the Gemara goes on to explain that's not what it means, right? We say if you knew for sure you were going to get this punishment, right? They're going to chop off your hand, and the government's going to do it to you, whether or not. So the question is, they're going to give you the meds. How much would you be willing to pay to get the meds and not have to feel the pain? So, ripui, so healing, hiko chayiv l'raposo. So if you hit the guy, you have to pay for his healing. If he got like all kinds of boils and things that come up on the wound. So then, if it's because of the wound that he got, that this is a direct result, so then you have to pay for it. But if it's something else, it's not a result of this, while he's in the hospital, he gets sick from something else or whatever, so that you don't have to pay for that. Chaysa v'nistra, he got, he got better, and then he got worse. He got better, and then he got worse. So chayiv l'raposo, you have to pay for it because it was based on the wound that you caused him. Chaysa kol tzarka, if he got completely healed, so eina chayiv l'raposo, then you don't have to heal him anymore because now we consider that to be, external to the original wound. This is something new. Sheves, when it comes to paying him for his loss of work, ronos hakilu shomer kishuin. We look at him as if he were a watcher in a cucumber field. Shekvar nasan lo dmei yado dmei raglo boshes. Shekvar nasan lo dmei yado dmei raglo. He's already been paid for the nezek. He's already been paid for the damage due to his hand and due to his feet. But now the question is, how much? If you just be a watcher, the loss of, meaning he's paid the nezek. That's really the difference between what kind of, what is his value. But here we're also going to pay him as if, sort of the lowliest work, the easiest job that you could do. How much do you have to do to watch the cucumbers are not running away, right? So, it's just...
So today, if one of us were working with McDonald's...
Something like that, right? Chas v'chaliyah, right? Okay, Boshes. Hakol lefi ha'mevayesh v'mispayesh. When it comes to embarrassment, so it depends on who's doing the embarrassing and who gets embarrassed. Meaning, different type of people, you have to evaluate the situation, right? Maybe if you're embarrassed by, depends, sometimes you've been embarrassed by a powerful person, says, okay, so that person spit on me, big deal, like that. That's a, powerful, great person. It's not so embarrassing to me. Well, if, some schnook, embarrasses me, then I'm really, how could that be? Because this could be the opposite too. Some shnook embarrassing me, I just ignore him. Like, what's the big deal? But some important person, I'm like, oh my God, I'm completely ashamed. So you got to evaluate the situation and figure it out. If you embarrass the naked person, so you say, well, what kind of embarrass? He's already naked. No, you can embarrass such a person too. Or if you embarrass somebody who's blind, say, he can't even see it. No, doesn't matter. That you can embarrass them too. Or you embarrass somebody who's sleeping. Say, he was sleeping, he didn't even know. No, because afterwards, whatever the effect, chayav, you have to pay. The yashin shabiyesh patur. However, if a sleeping person embarrassed somebody else, he's sleeping and you thrash around or sleepwalk or whatever, and you caused embarrassment to somebody, you're exempt for the embarrassment. You're chayav for the nezek. Adam muad la'olam. You always got to pay. You're responsible for yourself. But in terms of embarrassment, you're exempt for that. Why? Nafal min agag v'hizik v'yish. You fall off a roof and you damage somebody and you cause embarrassment at the same time. So, right, you fell on the guy, and it's not just enough that you broke his arm, but also his hat fell off and he fell in the mud, and he was shamed. Right? So chayv al nezek upater al aboshes. You're responsible for the damages. You fall off the roof, too bad. You're a human being. You got to take care of yourself. You can't be falling off roofs and hurt people. But in terms of the embarrassment, that you're exempt for. Why? Shenemar v'sholcha yoda v'chazika b'mevushav. Because the pasuk that we learned out embarrassment from is based on the woman. She sends her hand and grabs him in his privates, right? So there, it's v'sholcha yoda. She sent her hand. It's not just it just happened to happen. Right? It's she sent her hand. She did it on purpose. You're not responsible for embarrassment until you purposely, cause the damage.